Today our focus is on the brilliant Professor James Small. If you don't know who he is, then you better ask someone. African education and spirituality collide in an explosion of energy wrapped in cultural truth, pride, and awareness to embody one of America's best educators and activists. Hello, my name is Torrin S. with the Zone of Comfort Life Balance Center. In collaboration with the Urban Experience, we are proud to present another great African moment in the history of our globe. Now let's get into this.
Professor James Small is an African-American educator, lecturer, and activist. He earned his Bachelor of Arts degree from the City College of the City University of New York and a Doctorate of Divinity from Amun-Ra Theological Seminary in Los Angeles, California. Professor James Small was born in 1945 on Arcadia Plantation in South Carolina. Professor Small was born to a family that traces their descendants back to enslaved African craftsmen, as well as Native American Indians who made their home along the mighty Waccamaw River. Professor Small graduated from the all-black Howard High School in Georgetown, South Carolina in 1964. He then served in the U.S. Navy for 2 years during the Vietnam era. Upon his release from the military service, Professor Small moved to New York City, where he joined the Organization of Afro-American Unity, founded by the legendary Malcolm X. In 1967, Professor Small became an Imam, minister of the Muslim Mosque Incorporated, also founded by Malcolm X. For 11 years, Professor Small served as principal bodyguard to the late Ella L. Collins, the sister of Malcolm X, who served as president of the Organization of Afro-American Unity. Between the years of 1966 and 1980, Professor Small held membership in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, the NAACP, and the Uhuru Fighters. During this period, Professor Small had the opportunity to interact with such historical giants as Congressman Adam Clayton Powell, Kwame Ture, and H. Eldridge Cleaver. Professor Small has been a member of the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilization for 14 years. He served as president of the ASCAC Eastern Region for 2 years, where he worked and studied with Dr. John Henrik Clark, Dr. Ben, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, and Dr. Ivan van Sertima, just to name a few. Professor Small taught for nearly 20 years at the University of New York, including 17 years at the City College of New York in their Black Studies Department. Professor Small has taught courses on Malcolm X, traditional African religion, and has appeared on a number of network talk shows and news magazines. These include Phil Donahue's Show and Tony Brown's Journal. In today's era of social media, Professor Small has experienced a new explosion of popularity. His YouTube videos on Black history and spirituality are heavily viewed and shared. Professor Small has lectured at some of the most prestigious colleges and universities in the world. Among those are Harvard University, University of Virgin Islands, Princeton University, Yale University, and many others. Professor Small is currently conducting educational and cultural tours throughout Africa and the United States. He is also working on 2 books, one a collection of his lectures on Malcolm X, and the other on the topic of post-slavery trauma syndrome. Professor Small has been married for 32 years to Carol Tandu Small, MD. They have 4 children. Professor Small is an African hero whose work is to uplift as well as challenge us to become a better representation of the Creator. This has been sponsored by the Empress L Collection, Latanyas Lasan Body Butter, the only skin moisturizer that makes you want to reach up and kiss the sun. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.